But for those of you on the waitlist, it is likely that you are probably familiar with Fillout. Fillout is the company that is just launched Zite. Zite is part of this new influx of vibe coding, expedited, super fast coding with the use of AI and the use of prompting. So what is the point of something like Zite when we have other tools like ChatGPT and Gemini and Perplexity and Claude? Why something like Zite or Lovable or Bolt? Because of the ability to save and store your data in a database. Now, a lot of things that are using AI, at least initially, have kind of started that way. We're going in and we're searching. You're not saving that data where you can use it over and over and over again. And so with something like Zite, that is where you can do these things, is you can save this data so that you can come back again and again, and also utilize this hybrid of AI with a dynamic database. Now, what makes Zite different? And if you're familiar with Fillout, you know that they have fantastic integrations with things like Google Sheets and Airtable and the like. And you can do a lot of automating with that as well. But what makes Zite different is because you can integrate that data set, you are able to pull data that is already existing or store your data within the Zite itself. This is so different than jumping into a ChatGPT and just chatting like you would with Google. When you are searching something on Google, you are likely not saving those searches. You're likely not jumping in and being like, where are the best 5 restaurants next to me? And then you save that list somewhere and you come and visit it every day and you want to enhance it and add to it. That's likely not what you're doing when you're jumping into something like Google. So this fills a different use case bucket, in the sense that if it is a thing that you need to do more than just once, if it is a thing you need to store your data, you can do that in Zite. Let's take a look at how Zite handles data visualization. Now, I will say, if you don't start at the beginning and add your data in at the beginning, it does get confused. So if you just say, hey, build me an app where I want to track all of my grants or all my project management, you then let it build itself and then say, hey, actually add this to this Airtable. It struggles with that. It's not really there yet. It's like going to an employee and saying, hey, do this thing for me. And then the next day you go to them and say, that thing I asked you for? Forget it. Do something else instead. So I'm going to show you some real life examples of mine. I have been trying to build for probably over a year now. I just have not had the time. A no-code app comparison app. I've been using Airtable's interfaces to try to run some comparisons and things. Because my clients come to me and they want to utilize all different kinds of platforms, and they all have different prices and all have different limitations. They have different features. Some of them are similar, some of them are not. And a lot of my clients are small businesses, nonprofits, and startups, and so they are budget conscious. They do not have a ton of resources. They need to build as quickly and as efficiently as they can. And so I like to run these no-code comparisons for them. I have been running them manually. I gave Zite this prompt and I said, create a website, compares and contrasts the return on investment using various no-code tools, as well as compares the features available within each respective platform. But I actually really like this Zite that is pulled from the data that I have. And it also, gives me some capacities to very quickly compare and contrast. And I asked it to scroll horizontally. I asked it to add in a search box to be able to search for things. I asked it for features to, allow for select all or, to clear everything. I wanted this visual of, if I'm looking exactly for the specific things, I want to use, how can I use the front end and back end, and how does the pricing compare, et cetera, et cetera. Here it's pulling this data that I'm asking for, and that didn't take me very much time to do.